Welcome to the first episode of our podcast. My name is Roman. I'm going to be sitting down with my two friends, Greg and Corbin, and we're going to talk about the TV shows we watched growing up. So sit back and enjoy. I came across something yesterday that actually piqued my interest. I actually came across a show that I used to watch as a kid that I had completely forgot about, and it was Adventures of Pete and Pete. I came across it on YouTube, and I was stoked because I loved that show growing up. What's some of the shows that you guys watched growing up?
So you had so if you're going by Pete and Pete, then you had Salute Your Shorts on at that time.
Salute Your Shorts. I remember that.
Shorts. You know, we didn't have the sunscreen on today on the nose like that guy did. I can't remember his name. The counselor. He had the white stripe of sunscreen. Yeah, we didn't do that. We should have done that.
I saw a couple of people who had that though, who were like it looked like they put on a mayonnaise. Like they were thick.
What? You had that. What else? And we had all like the
we hold you in our heart, and when I think about you, it makes me wanna fart.
I cannot believe you remembered that.
He actually got it. Yep, Camp Ottawana. Yep.
Yeah, you started. I'm like, oh yeah.
This is full of all kinds of useless information. Nothing useful, just useless.
It's useful for some settings.
Yeah, like this one.
Like now.
Yeah.
Well, I started thinking like, when I was a kid, what other shows I came across that just
Captain Planet.
I haven't thought of in 20 plus years or so. And like,
God, we're so
old. Dude, there was, so you guys will definitely remember Doug.
Oh yeah, Doug. Doug was awesome.
I watched Doug a lot, and like, it's funny. Skeeter. Oh my God.
Quail Man.
The Adventures of Quail Man.
I'm like 80% sure he had a bell on his forehead. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, nobody knew what a quail was until that show.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny. I didn't know what a quail was until like 5 years after that show. Like I just thought it was like he was like, he picked a weird name. Didn't know. Dad, no idea.
All of a sudden it's an animal.
Yeah. I found out it was a bird. I'm like, it's a bird.
There's two shows that were on back then that would never be allowed now. You got Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy.
Yep. It's funny because we talked about that a little bit at the water park of how those shows would be. They would have to be like on Netflix or Amazon or something because those couldn't be.
Yeah, and yet they allowed crap like SpongeBob SquarePants on the TV.
Which my brother just said they got canceled.
Yeah, I just heard today that got canceled.
That's what my brother said. I was just like, all right.
I was a little shocked actually because I was like, one, I didn't know they were still making it, and two, I was shocked to find out that they're no longer going to be making it.
Good.
But dude,
that's the reason why today's youth is so screwed up.
We talked about that today too.
Rocko's Modern Life. You had the big heads, right? You got Mr. Big Head.
Heffa.
I can't remember any of the characters.
I can't either. It's like
Spunky,
you had like you had shows that were like Rugrats, and I freaking like Tommy Pickles. Like, I freaking loved that show. Yeah, and like when it got farther into the series,
who knew a girl could be such a bitch at 3 years old?
Yeah, I did. I had a sister. But it's funny because like that show, when it continued on for longer than I think they expected it to, and then they tried to like upgrade it to like teenage years or like early elementary school.
Yeah, I remember that.
And like it definitely fell off for me, and I was
it's
not the same, man. It's not the same. Yeah, it was. They tried to, basically they tried to follow the crowd that had watched it, and it never landed to me. And like there were shows like Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Eddie.
Well,
I wasn't a Cartoon Network guy. I don't know.
It's fun. Like I liked Ed, Edd and Eddy, and then I saw something like maybe a couple months ago, maybe a little longer, that it it made it seem like one of the Eds was actually like in a coma, and it was all happening in his head. And it really made like the show dark.
I know I can picture them, and I can picture the one that would be.
Yeah. It's one of the Eds.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey!
But okay, so it's funny. Like I started thinking back, like when I was in elementary school, what did I do when I came home or on Saturdays? Like, you mentioned Recess.
Yep.
The show Recess. I watched Recess. On
the hell is Recess?
What? How do you not know Recess?
What the hell is Recess?
It's an entire show about kids during recess.
Cartoon. Was it animated or live action?
Animated. It was wonderful, and like all the characters were like cranked up to 1,000.
Awesome.
Dude, it was such a good show. I used to watch that on Saturday mornings for my Saturday morning cartoon as a kid growing up.
Yes. Recess.
Yeah. The look on your face just boggles me. How do you not know Recess?
Well, all this Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Of course.
Good.
Yeah. So okay. Okay. So that I'm thinking that's the
Captain
one.
Planet?
Is that Captain Planet?
No. What?
Yeah, Captain Planet and the Planeteers is about Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Yes, but that's Captain Planet. I always knew it was Captain Planet. I didn't know there was like a secondary name to it.
Yeah, I didn't know the
Planeteers. I just knew like Earth. So like the dude who had heart, like his power sucked, right?
Yeah.
I have love.
Like, I have a monkey and a crappy ring.
Yeah, but all together you get Captain Planet.
Yeah.
I remember that show. It's funny like how those shows when you really start thinking about it, like start popping back up.
Oh yeah.
Everything's coming back. You got the Magic School Bus.
Yeah. There you go.
It's funny. I watched like every episode of Magic School Bus in school for like a class that was like, we're gonna have
a teacher. We had that show.
And like Reading Rainbow.
Yes.
We watched Reading Rainbow and Magic School Bus
from Star Trek. That's the only reason why it was good.
Reading Rainbow. Oh my god. Dude. That I remember the
Eureka's Castle.
Eureka's. Oh my god, I haven't heard that in forever.
Sabrina Explains It All.
Mr. Rogers.
Clarissa. We talked about that today. Clarissa Explains It All. Yep. I was like,
Rogers neighborhood. Like, never going to feel back.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I thought of something today actually. So when I was a kid, there was a show that I knew came on around 10:30ish. It was before lunchtime. And for about a month straight, about 3 days a week, I faked sick in school, had my mom come all the way to school to pick me up, to take me home to watch Scooby-Doo. It was reruns from the 70s.
I could never get into Scooby-Doo.
I
mean, you could. That was one of those shows you could just watch from one episode. Of course, there wasn't a series, so I mean that was nice. You could watch one just to be entertained, but I never.
It's like an anthology. Like you didn't have to watch the show from the beginning to be able to understand what's going on.
Well, I mean, if you really watched it after about 5-6 episodes, they're all the same.
Teenagers and a dog get into mischief.
They're basically all the same, and they always find the guy at the end. And then they made live action movies with it, and I hated it. Even though I saw like half of them in theater. I really did.
I have to do it. It's a law.
So like that was shows you watched as kids. What was the type of show that you maybe watched as like a teenager or like in your like teenager to like 18ish? Because I know one for Greg. I know one for sure for Greg. Because
Dragon Ball Z.
That was not the one I was thinking of, but yeah, I remember you used to draw the characters from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
but that was the only like anime.
It's un-American to not know what Dragon Ball Z is, man.
I know what it is.
The Japanese show. The Japanese show.
It came from somewhere, so I didn't watch it.
I only watched it because you had it on at your house.
Oh yeah.
And I just couldn't change your TV because I was at your house.
Yeah. Especially if we're sitting on the couch and the remote was on the entertainment center.
On the other side of the room. It was just it was like Harold and Kumar's. We've gone too far.
Yeah. But what were you gonna say though?
What show does he watch?
Family Guy, man. You had
Watches
you had
it on-
every
Yeah.
season of Family Guy from like
Yeah.
1 through
Up until it got canceled, yeah. And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
yep.
and matter of fact, it got to the point where we like start the
South Park.
DVD and just watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would so do that.
We
I
had
would
a 20-minute argument about Stewie in the beginning credits of the song when he says "laugh and play." That
Yeah.
I was saying it said "effing play," and you
Oh,
said
yeah.
"laugh and play," and we had like a 20 to 25 minute
Laugh and
argument
play.
on what it was. It was "laugh and play," but like I was like fighting him tooth and nail that it was "effing play."
Well,
Yeah,
there
it
you go.
said
He just
F
proved
and play
to you
on
that
Fox.
we're just messing with you.
But it said "effing," not not the actual word. So I was like, no, that's what he says, but he says it fast, so it's fine. And you were
It's
just like,
cool.
nah.
It's cool.
And like,
No, I would have been on Greg's boat there. No.
Thank you. Yep, see, he knows.
it's just, but you're both wrong.
I watch that show just as much as you guys. I know what
yeah.
these.
It's funny. Like when they went to Hulu for streaming, and
Mhm.
I watched from basically because it had all the seasons except for the 2 Mormon ones because they weren't legally allowed to show them for whatever reason, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think
But
that's
I
what we're talking about.
binge watched those like every single season, all the way through up until like the current ones. Probably like 5 years ago. So I haven't honestly seen the recent ones.
I haven't seen any recent Family Guy episodes, really. Like,
Well, I was talking about South Park.
oh well, I lagged. So, but yeah, no way with South Park either.
Because I don't know. I love American Dad, or loved,
Leukemia.
because it was basically like another version of Family Guy just with different characters.
Yeah.
With
It
Stan
got
and
like
them.
70% of what Family Guy had. I mean, they were able to stand alone, not like the Cleveland show.
Well,
that
yeah,
show tanks so quick.
Well, like it's funny because like it's in syndication now still, the Cleveland show,
Yeah.
and like I've put it on, and like on a second, third watch, it's not terrible. I just think they use a lot of the same stuff
yeah.
across both shows, all 3 shows.
Yeah.
So it really like it kills the comedy basically. Like it kills
Yeah.
what makes it good.
I feel like they did it purposely, and they didn't. They were happy it failed because then they carried all
money
that
grab.
to Family Guy.
Yeah.
They
Absolutely.
carried it all.
It just kind of like naturally went. There was a show, it's called My Name is Earl, and it starred Jason Lee.
Yep,
It ran for
that.
probably like 6 seasons.
Yep.
And I think it was on TBS. He came out of the Kevin Smith,
Yep.
directing franchise. He was in
he was in all the Kevin Smith
Mallrats.
movies.
Yeah, basically.
Chainsaw Bob Strike Back.
He
all
plays
that stuff.
he plays at least a bit character in almost all of them.
But he
and
plays
some of
all
them
the
he was
same
one of the main
character all the
characters.
time.
Pretty much.
He plays Banky Edwards.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I watched that show like religiously. And then
You
when
know
it
what
got
show you got me started on was Scrubs.
Oh my god, Scrubs.
Dude,
So
If you sit on your hand and let it go numb, and then you try to masturbate, it's called a stranger.
yeah, oh my god, it's so funny. Like it's shower shorts.
Yeah.
For those who have nothing to hide, but still want to.
And yet you haven't. And the thing that sucks is that since that show ended, you have not seen any of the actors in anything else.
Matter of fact, what's it? The Doctor. Oh my God, he was the Dr. Cox.
Yeah,
I
Dr.
think John
Cox,
C.
yeah.
McGinley or something like that.
Yeah.
He's been a bit character in a ton of movies.
Yeah, no,
like a ton.
he's been around. Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen him. The guy Turk, I don't know his name. He's been around.
Donald Faison.
Yeah.
No idea why I know that.
Just information.
Donald Faison.
Useless information. No, that show, I like that show. That was the one you could watch.
Yep.
You know, you had to watch in order or whatever, but you could easily also just watch one episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you got the people like us that would probably watch, and then you got the people that would just watch one. But there were some episodes in there that they were actual tear jerkers.
Well, and I was actually going to bring that up because
Yep.
I tried to go back and watch them again, it is a real hard rewatch for me. Like that's not I couldn't get back into watching. Like I
Right.
watched it.
I tried
when it
too.
came out. I couldn't do it.
Yep.
And it was and I feel like it was because some of those it had like it was comedy, but there was like a real darkness to it on some of the episodes. That is like
sick people.
yeah, and like but it's like there was comedy in it, but I couldn't rewatch it.
It was like a comedic version of House almost.
Yeah, well, like I liked House. It blew my mind that the guy who played House is actually a British guy.
Oh.
Like he's like his actual accent's like super Brit.
Oh yeah.
But it threw me off. I had no idea.
But like in every movie that he does, like he always has an American accent or an English. Like,
I've actually never seen him in a British role.
Stuart Little.
I don't know.
Like he was in
Stuart?
Yeah, he was the dad.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. Honestly, I barely remember Stuart Little. Really surprised you remember it either.
I just know that. I don't remember. It was bad. But he was in Tomorrowland.
He was in Tomorrowland. That's right.
Yep.
And he had a British accent in that movie, if I remember correctly. So my theory just went up in smoke.
Kind of weird.
It was weird.
It was like British, but it wasn't British.
It was like British, like twinges to it.
Yeah.
But like it was very American-ish.
I'm trying to think of another. I swear I've seen him. Oh yeah. We talked about this. Oh man. I love
The Office. You could get into The Office?
Nope.
You are not American.
I will. I have watched.
What's his name? Annoys the hell out of me.
Huh?
Which one?
Main character.
Which one?
Which one?
He was in Evan Almighty.
You talking about Michael Scott?
No.
Michael Scott?
No.
Okay, so the guy you're talking about is Michael Scott.
Yeah.
His
the
character
guy who plays
name
him.
is Michael Scott. He's also the guy from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but
I'm drawing the most giganticest blank.
Yeah, normally I know actors' names, but I cannot put my finger on it. Like I cannot.
For the life of me. And I hate myself because I've rewatched I actually just got done binge watching the whole series from season 1 all the way to the end. In the last probably 2 months.
You put that on, man, like on Netflix, and you could just sit there and you don't feel bad not watching it, but you can look up and be entertained, and then you walk back because you've seen it so much, but it's still funny.
Dude, it's funny because like when I'm editing videos, I'll throw it on in the background, and not really paying attention to it, and it just keeps rolling. There's certain episodes I look for because I love them, but
there was one prank that I've always wanted to try on someone, but no one uses handheld phones anymore. Is the nickels in the phone? And
he pulls himself in the head, and he's like, I just
kept
took
putting
him
nickels through his handset, and then one day took them all out, and he smacked himself in the head with the handset. I want to try that so bad. I want to try that so bad.
I want to try the airbag.
Put an airbag. Yeah, but the problem is you like paralyze somebody with that.
But if it works, my last words are gonna be, "Shouldn't have gone to water country without me, fucker."
Yo, man, we had code purple and everything there. It was awesome.
We learned what the codes were because we had there was lighting and stuff in the area, so we learned what all the codes were. Like all the lifeguards came in, like all the ones from that were around our cabana came into our area.
We were really safe. We had about 7 or 8 lifeguards just around.
I was like, if I would have drowned in that little puddle of rainwater, I had like 9 people to save me.
He would have had
guard all the people in the cabanas. Everybody else, just let them go. These are the ones that paid the most money.
No. You're not kidding. That actually happened. Some people tried to follow them into our cabana, and they
got shut out.
They said, "No,
you stay out there. You need to die if you get struck by lightning. These people are safe."
No, but it was the funniest thing because they were like coming in. They're like, "Hey, there's a thing. Let's follow them." And they're like, "Do you have a wristband? You can't come in here." And I'm like, "Oh, I do."
The thundering is going on. Yeah, I know. And you just see them walk by and look at us, and you know what? They were giving us the finger with their eyes.
Oh yeah, dude. It was like
I've been doing that this whole entire podcast.
It's like they're like in their vision, it just looked like they just had the look like, I hope lightning strikes your cabana and you all burn.
Sitting there with our nice little ceiling fan going, bye.
Just waving them out.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
It's so breezy in here. Oh wait, y'all getting rained on. Ha ha. Sucks to be you.
Oh my God, I'm so hot.
It was 2 fans, the dang fridge,
Yeah,
the hardest seat you've ever sat on in your life.
Yeah, oh, see, my butt still hurts, not from the rides, but from those dang seats.
Now my butt still hurts from the coaster one.
Yeah, the water coaster.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, because like, dude, me and him rode it. Me and Corbin rode it, and you could fly on that thing. You could get it. But the problem is, like, you come out of the first turn, and then they have like slow down hills.
Yeah.
And you just like bottom out hard, and like you
go
feel
on
it all through your body, dude. It's
You on drop zone or drop point, whatever it is, the one that has the floor that drops out from beneath you.
He did. Corbin did.
I did both. Yeah, that is okay. So I'm a roller coaster junkie. I'm a thrill junkie. You know, bungee jumping, parachute. I'll do it all. I haven't done it, but I'll do it. Right? Roller coasters are nothing to me. Nothing to me. Most water slides, the scariest thing, and it still scares me, but I can do it, is Vanish Point.
Yeah,
and it's
I love
fun.
it.
It's not the straight down slide. That stuff's easy. Me and Ro.
Yeah, we rocked it. We're just like you would go up there, poof.
You know, I came out with a thong, but hey, I was cool. But
I was like, I had to pull my pants out my teeth, but it was great.
But the dropping where you're sitting there crossing your arms and your legs or whatever, they shut that door, you're ready. They have the heartbeat going, and so you can't even just try and go into your Zen mode. No, you just hear boom, boom, boom. And dude, that just gets me. And then I never remembered, but they actually do have a countdown. And that's still just, it kills you.
Like
and
you
also,
don't even pay attention to it.
Yeah, but see, when I went on it, I was like, they tried to kick me off because I had my Under Armour shirt on, and I was like, hey, it's skin tight, I'm fat, kiss my ass, I'm wearing the shirt on the ride. So I got in the thing, and I'm like this, and they go, ready? On a count of 5, ready? 1, 2, drop. And I was like, what?
Yeah, they don't have that.
So Corbin went up there with his brother the first time when we got there. Got all the way to the top, and he still had his water shoes on. And they're like, can't have water shoes. And I was like, oh, he had to come all the way back down.
Up there, I was like, all right, and necklace, cool. And they're like water shoes. I'm like, these are like Crocs, like, and they're like on my feet. It's not like just like this little slipper. No, it comes off. And that happened on another ride too. I was pissed, but
on
that ride, that drop, though, that drop, that drop.
Make you take off your shirt though, because I know there's a lot of people there. That
I saw people with shirts on.
Yeah.
Because my argument be if girls can go down it in a top, then I can go down in a shirt.
Exactly.
That would be my argument. But it was funny because Corbin got into it, and they have the TV down at the very bottom, so you can watch the people getting into the tube. And basically, they like shut Corbin's, and it was like, "You ready?" He's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Toosh," and just sent him. And then his brother went into the other one, and it's like it felt like forever. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh my god!" You can actually see his chest start pumping.
Yeah, we got in the tubes at the same exact time, and I came out, and I was standing up before he even came out, so they made him wait.
Yeah, and he was ready to roll, like arms crossed, legs. Like, he was ready to go, and they're like,
I'm sure he's
with him.
Ready too.
She messed with him.
Yeah,
now, do you remember when we went up to the slides, Corbin? We walked up and we got to the little there's like that little staging kind of area where you can take 2 different routes.
Yeah.
And we got all the way up there, and they closed someone in the right side one, the tube, which from underneath you can see the feet through the window.
Yeah.
And she was up there for 35, 40 seconds. Like, it was a long time.
We thought they were messing with her. Then all of a sudden, are you ready now?
Yeah.
So
she was scared to death.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's in the scariest spot though. Like, I would hate to be up in that.
You just go. You just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Like I said, I would rip it. The problem that for some reason scares the crap out of me, but I'll do it. I did it right when I got there. I mean,
matter of fact, you went to that one because your brother thought that was easier, or no, that was
less scary.
That was easier than the slide.
Drop you was easy. One where you push yourself and you go straight down.
Yeah, it's because on that ride, there's 2 different slides you can take. And I was like,
but 2 choices.
yeah, and I'm like, no, that tube seems way scarier than
that tube is scarier. And I'm like, because you're in a confined place or whatever. The slide, you go,
you do it.
Yeah,
like you do it.
Dude, Roman beat me.
I went so far too. Oh my god! I hit the water like skipped, and I was like, I'm like, I'm gonna hit the freaking end.
I get up and moving all the way down there. I'm like, man, gravity.
It was funny because they're like, the weight limit's 300. I'm like, yeah, I'm 300. That's fine. Don't check it. Don't check it.
We're good. Scale on that.
We're good.
That's the only one they don't have a scale on.
Yeah, I'm like, no, we're fine. We're fine.
They don't.
Dude, it was fun though.
That's one of the few rides where we had the quick queues for them.
Yeah,
right.
We didn't need it for that one because no one goes on that one.
It was like, oh, I'm passing 4 people. Okay. They're like, no, you're fine. Go ahead. No, you go.
We actually let them go.
I let the quick guy go. Like, let them go first. I'm good. I'll wait it out. It's fine.
Yeah, him and I had that problem. We're like, yay, quick queue, but now we got to climb all these towers as quick as we can.
Yeah,
there's no stopping.
You're like,
the worst because I made it on the first one we went up. I was like, the worst part about this dang quick queue pass is I don't have a chance to catch my breath.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for your damn defibrillator to catch your heart while you're going up the steps.
I know, right? I'm like, I did like, there's like, I get like half. I'm like, I'll be there in a minute.
There were times, again, with the job I have, man, I got that stamina. I turned back and he's 2 flights down.
I'll be like, I'll be there in a minute.
Like, you've been down there for 5.
all I can think of was, you just go down and I'll catch you when you come back up.
You see is the Sherpa just pass you carrying Roman stuff, and then he's like, he's got it. He's gonna pull me up the ladder. I'm good.
You got like an elevator? I can't do this.
We'll pay $300 if we can get the elevator pass.
Oh, if they had an elevator pass, I would fork that money over. I'm like, dude, I'm about to ride this like 37 times in the next like 20 minutes. Let's do this, guys.
He says we should have rode the thing that brings the rafts up to the top. Just jump.
I wanted to. They'd be like, well, no, you could fall up. Like, no, I don't plan on falling out. I want to ride the ride. Like, I don't want to die. I want to ride the ride. Like, that's why I want to take the ramp up. Like, I guarantee you someone has taken that ramp up. Guarantee someone's taking that ramp up.
Oh man,
that from Water Country.
No, like an employee. Like on the down low was like
he doesn't feel like going up the steps, and it's like his shift, so he's like, you know what? I'm getting on the damn lift.
And they're like, hey Tim, how'd you get up here so quick? They're like,
I don't know.
No, I just came up here earlier. It's fine.
Don't ask.
Don't ask, don't tell.
No, when they had that code purple, we were on the top of one of the rides, and we saw the storm. Okay, come on, guys, pick it up. Just push them. I'll push them for you.
I was like counting on. Okay, so they're riding together. I'm like, we're 4 away. Don't call it. Don't call it. Because if you haven't ridden it, you have to walk down. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that.
So we were like, we made it, and then we made it back to our place before it started raining. That was funny.
We were going to walk back to the car to head home, and they literally they took the cart down the little like 6 stairs, and it just started raining. Just started. They were like, oh, we'll go back up.
I was like, nope, guys, we're going right back in.
And it started pouring. Like it really started to rain.
Purple. Code purple is the one before the code black, which is one where they force you into the bathrooms in like brick buildings, and so we were right there.
Yeah, that thunder hit close, and I was like,
yeah.
And then they went down and yelled at some dudes who jumped in the pool when they told everyone to evacuate the pool. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah, and some people.
That'd be me.
Huh?
That'd be me.
No way.
In the pool. Get out of the water, sir! No, just leave me alone. I'm getting a tan.
Okay, so it's funny. When we were sitting there with the lifeguards, they told us a story where, like a week ago, on the the turn back or whatever it's called, cutback, the water coaster.
Oh, okay.
They said that there was like 3 or 4 teens that were on it, and after the first hill, they flipped it, and then they like
had to have.
Yeah. And like because we're like when they said they flipped it, me and him were like, how could you flip that thing?
Do that?
Like, where do you have time? Because at the bottom of that hill, I'm trying to figure out where my spine is. Like, I don't have time to go, let's roll this thing. I was like,
Yeah.
I guess you have four people in there, you can get it over.
Him and I almost we kept touching the edge of these little like turns. Like our momentum would just bring us all the way up to those walls, dude. The first one, the colossal curl, is where that really happened. We had a competition how far we could go up that thing and come back.
Oh yeah. It's funny because like when we went up that big freaking wall, I was on the high side, the top end of the freaking tube, and I'm just like looking down at death, like I don't want to die here. And like,
my name's not Death.
It's so funny because like I felt like I'm about to like, because Corbin's on the other side of the tube from me, and all I can think of is like I'm about to body like slam him, like I'm about to lose grip and just like fly into him, and then we started coming back down.
That deep in 0 G's, and then you come back down, and you're just like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, no, like but it was a terrible sign when I got into the tube and basically like almost rolled out of the tube. Like sitting up there where you get into it. I'm like, this is not going to. And then we started going down and I was going backwards. And Corbin's like, haha, you're going up the wall. I'm like, oh, crap.
I've ridden that ride multiple times.
Dude, it was fun, though. It was a lot of fun.
Next time you go, I'm going with, and we're going to use our phones and we're actually going to record for the channel.
We could.
Right.
We saw a kid in the dang Hubba Hubba Highway. Like he went like 3 laps. And probably put his phone down for a total of 20 seconds. He was
in there with the water protector thing, and he was just on his phone. Dude, I think I hit that kid twice.
You did. There was one part. There was one part. You were like, "I'm gonna get the kid with the phone," and I was like, "I know what kid you're talking about." It's like,
and I did.
Wham. Good time to water country.
Highway, man. You're texting and driving.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't use your blinker, man. So what are some of the shows that you're watching nowadays? I know like Game of Thrones just ended for me and Sue.
Thank God.
Shoosh.
God, oh crap.
I got into that. Never. I watched maybe 3 episodes of Game of Thrones.
That was the one show that I never ever got into was The Walking Dead.
Nope, never seen 1 episode of that.
I missed all of last season, and I've been watching Fear the Walking Dead this season. But that's about it. I mean,
zombies just doesn't do it for me. Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean,
the closest thing I've ever done.
Lately, it's been just. I'm not really even watching like sitcoms or like comic book shows. It's like Forged in Fire, Deadliest Catch.
I like Forged in Fire.
Yeah, like because like that's like Forged in Fire has like inspired me. Like if I ever finally get a house, I'm putting a forge in my backyard.
So okay, have you guys
seriously
seen the show? It's like The Butcher, where basically it's like Forged in Fire, but it's all butchers and they just butcher it. Dude, me and Helene have been watching it. Every time there's a new episode, we're super stoked.
What's it about?
Oh my God, that one sliced the meat the wrong way. Oh my God.
It's
seriously
basically
butcher slicing meat.
Like butchering meat, slicing meat. It's like I was like, this is gonna be terrible. It's so good. So good.
It's like the pimple popper like age. Like, ew, I can't look away. It's like a car wreck. I can't.
I can't stop watching.
See, he watches that show because of the old man grandpa glasses that he has on right now.
It's true. They're new age. It's what my wife lied to me about.
Clearly.
No.
Clearly.
I don't think I'm really watching. I'm all about movies now, so that's all I'm doing. It's just I'm buying movies. I'm going out to new ones.
Yep. Literally, I'm going to cancel my cable subscription because there's nothing ever on TV anymore. Ever.
So there's a show called Ghost Adventures. It's
walk away.
Terrible.
Walk away.
No, like it's funny. I don't watch it like, these guys are doing real work in this world. I watch it like in a way that
you're trying to point all out of the flag. No, I saw that.
No, I love how the dude like goes to like 1,000 over. He's like, Joe, did you hear that? What was that? What? I got touched. Oh God. I freaking love it. I can't.
And like that show's been on for like what 13 seasons now.
Yeah, dude, it's been like 10 years. It's so long.
Parents watch that just I think for that reason. They watch it for the entertainment, not the reality.
Yeah, and there's parts where they like tell pretty neat stories of like places they're at and stuff like that. That stuff's pretty cool to me. But like the actual like ghost hunting, I'm like, wah wah. Like, okay.
Like,
Like
unless
they
you
never
walk
really
around with a
catch anything.
proton pack and I see Slimer fly across the screen, no.
So there's a show. There are actually two shows that they're. I don't know if they do new seasons, but I've just been binging them. It's Expedition Unknown and Destination Truth with Josh Gates. It's on like the Travel Channel and I think Discovery maybe, and like they go to like really neat places and like tell the history of stuff of places. And I love the probably like 80% of the shows I like, and like 20% I'm like skip. But I like DVR it, and absolutely I've watched probably most of the shows that they have on there. But yeah, I watched that. But I don't think they've actually put out new. Now I think Destination Truth or Expedition Unknown, one of the two, I think just had a season like earlier this year, like January-ish. But like I don't know if they're gonna continue on with it. But have you seen the Orville?
Oh, of course.
No.
So the Orville is it's actually
it's really good.
Really good show.
Like you can tell that Seth MacFarlane is a Star Trek fan. Because he does a really good job.
Yeah. Of what? What's it about?
So basically it's like if you took Star Trek and made it funny.
If you took Star Trek and Family Guy and put it together.
Yeah. No, I never saw that, but I wanted to.
It's so good. It's so like
it's good. All right.
I have it on like
remember that now. You said
you gotta
funny.
check that out.
Yeah, I love McFarlane, so dude, his again. I'm the movie guy.
He definitely hit one out of the ballpark with Orville.
Man.
It's funny, like movies wise, not that great. Yeah. TV wise,
1,000 Degrees. Okay, I loved that movie.
What movie?
Remove him from the phone call. Remove him from the phone call.
You know what's funny? I think Greg's gonna be the only one. Shu's gonna be the only one left on this one. Because I loved 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
I loved it too.
I watched it.
When I
see it on TV, I record it.
At the fair, people die at the fair.
Yes, yeah, seriously, people die at the fair.
People die at the fair.
It was better than the Ridiculous Six, but I've only seen it once.
Now, the Ridiculous Six. The Ridiculous Six is with Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler really hasn't put out a good movie, basically since Chris Farley died.
Murder Mystery.
So so I've heard that's pretty good.
It's good.
But I liked Grown Ups. I don't know when that came. I loved Grown Ups.
I like Grown Ups, yeah.
Yeah, but like it's funny. I like Grown Ups too, but a lot of people like trashed Grown Ups and Grown Ups too for like I feel like stupid reasons.
Yeah.
No, so this is what happened when they first watched it, and when I first watched it, like I went to the theaters and saw it. No one really liked it, but then it grew into like a nostalgia thing. Like people watch it now.
Yeah.
Like it's like a good movie now. It's just like you didn't expect it to. You thought it was gonna be over the top, and we got Adam Sandler. When you get over that, you go, "Wow, it's a bunch."
It grew on everybody. It like grew on.
Well, he kind of he like because he's kind of known for like overacting and kind of like doing a little too much. And I think with that movie, both those movies, he kind of dialed that back a bit. You know, and
because you had all these other great personalities. I mean, look at the cast that they had. If you
they're all actual friends.
And dude, the whole buying them what Maseratis or something after some car, buying them all one. You know, Kevin James, all of them. You know, after that movie. I mean, he had to tone it down because they were all funny in that movie. It was perfect. Loved it.
I got a question for you guys. If there was a show that you could bring back that was canceled and pick up exactly where it left off with the same actors, same writers, same storylines, just basically where it ended, continued on, what show you pick? Greg, you go first.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement? I did not expect that.
I did not expect that either.
I loved Home Improvement, but
I mean, technically, didn't they continue that? Wasn't that with this whole Tim Allen?
Last Man Standing? Nah.
Well, it's like it's in the same like realm of it in the aspect of like
same universe, isn't it?
Not universe so much, but like they took that character and made a whole new show around like a manly man. You know? Yeah. But it's not like a direct like it's not in the same place. But basically, they just like took him and went, well, if he owned an outdoor shop, what would he be like?
Right.
You know, that type of thing. But it's Oh man, I did
You know
not
why? You know
expect
what
that.
made me think of that? Because CMT is now syndicating it. They show it like every night now
Yeah, I saw that.
from like 5 to 7.
Dude, that's crazy.
No, I never. I got into that just because again it was like on around dinner time when it was first out, so that was something the parents would put on
Like
TV
I
because we
kind
didn't
of
want
grew up with
to to
that.
each other, so we
Yeah.
put the TV on.
It was mine and my dad's favorite show to watch other than Star Trek Voyager.
I never watched Star Trek Voyager.
Nope, never did the Star Trek.
All right, so yours is Home Improvement, which that's actually a pretty good pick. I like that. I was not expecting that, but that was I like out of the left field you pulled there. I like that. What about you, Corbin?
You know what? Like we were talking about it before. So I have two. Uh, One, so
I got two.
HBO one would be Boardwalk Empire, and you and I were talking a little bit about that. I would love to see that go, but really can't because it's historically
Well,
based.
and
So
like
you can't
it
go
had like
into
a timeline thing. Like it kind of
exactly. So it's like I would love to see them go on, but that guy did die. Whatever.
yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alert. And then, but we were
Show's
talking
like
about
4 years old. It's all right. But yeah, I know what you mean.
and then Scrubs. Actually, I would like to bring Scrubs back.
I
I
would watch
think
that if they brought it back.
I think if they made new episodes, I would watch that.
Yes,
Has to be
absolutely.
everyone
I would definitely
original,
watch that.
no alteration. Just keep like JK with the ending, and
Yeah,
all
Yeah.
that.
and like because they were like what I hated is they kind of in the last season they went to like the school and then they brought like new people to kind of like take over and I was like you kind of fell off with me.
Yeah.
But I have two too. I thought about it, right? One, Futurama.
Yes.
I freaking loved Futurama.
Yep.
I
I
still
like
DVR it now. I watch it religiously. I've seen every single episode multiple times.
Yep.
It's like The Office for me. And I thought about The Office, but I feel like The Office had such a good kind of timeline to it. I was like, I would like to see like maybe like however many seasons in like a movie, like and see kind of where they went in like 5 years. Like I think that'd be pretty neat. But like as a TV show, I kind of like how it ended.
they've done so much in
Yeah.
the show, translating new stuff to the movie. It's like, what else is there to do?
I think, but going into the movie route with them would be easier. And like time jump. What is their life like 5 years from where the show ended, and kind of like where they went, how they went, who's still around, who does what. I think that'd be pretty neat because Parks and Rec, in their series finale, they like jumped ahead, like super jumped ahead. So they went like 50 years out, 60 years, like they went out there. And I thought those are a pretty neat ending to their show. My other one, which I don't know if either of you will remember the show, and I actually I didn't tell you it when we were at Water Country because I wanted to see if either one of you remember this. Terra Nova.
Yes.
Terra Nova.
So
So
we were just talking about that like what, a year and a half ago, because
Yes.
it's like it just ended because
well they
bad.
like no you know why it ended because it cost too much to make.
Right.
The cost to make the show was too high. So basically, since I'm assuming Corby, you don't know what that show was. So basically, it was like in the future, the world's gone to crap. The air's terrible, food's everything's horrible, and they find a rift where they can send people to either another. They don't know if it's another dimension or another time, like in the past. I think they kind of made it like it's a whole new dimension, but there's actual dinosaurs, so it's like a cross between like a time travel / new dimension with Jurassic Park in a TV show.
Yeah.
And
I liked it.
it was
good.
it was really
was original.
really good. It was really it was like nothing I'd ever seen in the realm of TV.
Yeah.
And it was really really good. And they did one season.
Big scale for a TV show.
And that's part of the problem is it was so big and so costly that for them they couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's a movie idea when you develop that whole thing, because I can see that not possible to being drug out. I don't know how to say that, but you know what I'm saying? Like stretch over. Could be a mini series maybe, but a whole seasons. I could see that becoming stale. But you're doing one big movie with that, I could see that doing.
But see, like what I hated is the way they ended the series, or the series and the season, because I only made one season, was they were like, there's some Badlands with some crazy stuff that we don't know, and it's some of the weird stuff and things that we aren't sure about, but it's really awesome, and done.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, Sopranos all over again.
Oh my god, we talked about the ending of Sopranos, and it was either episode 3 or episode 4, and it was like, it was such like we were talking about how HBO cannot do series finales.
And I was so upset with that.
Well,
but did you know they filmed some of that finale in my hometown?
Yeah, because you're from Cali, from Jersey, transplanted here.
Down to here, yeah. But right near where I went to college, like, again, no spoilers, but where they killed somebody, big explosion at a gas station. Yeah, I used to go to that gas station all the dang time. I saw them.
Like, I know that place. They have really good Mountain Dew in bottles.
And they blew it up, and it's gone. Nah, dude, that upset me. I mean, again, it kind of did the same thing, that I think some other TV series are now doing, and trying to be all dramatic like that and make your own ending. But now they're all copycats. Now,
Well, I mean, Sopranos was such a good show, though.
Again, like, then they started making these theories of what actually happened, and
well, see, and because we talked about, like, the reason they ended on a black screen is kind of let the viewer decide what happened. I'm like, no, just tell me. That's why I watch shows, so I don't think. Just tell me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think there's a better way of doing it.
I don't read.
You can leave questions, but you want to answer some stuff. But they literally ended
black screen
with somebody coming in and done. It's like you have.
He turns and it goes black screen. I'm like.
He could have just saw, a bug. He could have saw something, or could have saw the entire alien race invading Earth at that point. We would never know.
So I think there was the two prevailing things that I've kind of heard, because I never watched Sopranos. Growing up, it was too, like, during the heyday of Sopranos, I was too much into, like, Futurama, Family Guy, The Office, like situational comedies / cartoons.
It definitely was like that was.
And it was prior to, like, me kind of watching shows where, like, I watched when Band of Brothers came out, the World War II mini series from history. I still binge that now. Actually, I watched 1 through, like, 4, like, the other day, like 4 days ago. And it's just I start watching it, and I keep watching it. I'm like, next show, yeah, sure, that's fine.
I binge watched Heroes the other day.
I never got into Heroes. I remember I used to sit at your house when we were watching Heroes, and I was like, this show's not good.
Yeah, it was good up until the middle of season 2. Then that writer's strike happened, and then
See, I guess it's for me, like, you guys definitely have a huge eclectic. For me, the shows seem like you guys have been talking, so I've been thinking, like, what do I really watch? It's either got to be like straight comedy, Office, right, Family Guy, that type of stuff. Yeah. That, again, I could watch, laugh, and then look down at my phone or whatever I'm working on, or the reality stuff like Live PD we were talking about.
I like Live PD.
Live Rescue, I watched once and I forgot that they kept making it, so I really want to get back into that because that.
So, okay, me and my wife were watching Live Rescue, and we were watching it for about 20 minutes. And, matter of fact, me and your parents are talking about it today. Because they watch it. It may be your grandma. It was me and somebody.
They loved RX and going, ooh, fire.
Well, yeah. But we were talking. I was like, yeah, we were watching an episode. It's the first episode we ever watched for 20 minutes, and it was like, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. It's, like, not quite to Live PD for us. Like, Live PD we love, but it was pretty good until they got to the dance club in New Jersey, and the dude had broke his foot, and his foot went the wrong direction, and he was wasted, and he was like, yeah, I was dancing, and I couldn't wrap my head around how he broke his foot dancing. I was done. I couldn't do it. I'm like, oh God, I can't watch it.
Hard, okay, just
I'm like, you guys gotta tone that dancing back, man. Like, you're dancing way too hard. I'm like, man, he's fist pumping with the best of them.
Hey, we did that before the dang Jersey Shore stuff went out, man.
Well, that's why they did it, because it's from freaking Jersey.
They're not even from Jersey. There was only 2 of them.
It's funny. They're like, it was Jersey Shore because they were at the Jersey Shore. but like most were from like New York.
But people, I mean, yeah, some were from like what, Massachusetts, Connecticut, something like that.
Yeah, it was basically like it was like they called it Jersey Shore because that's where they were, but the majority of them were from the Northeast, basically.
Exactly, but the problem is people put Jersey Shore and Jersey together. Like, well, they must be from Jersey.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
all of us,
aren't
I
they?
went to Seaside all the dang time, dude. I knew exactly where they were at, and dude, it ruined that entire area. Believe me, that became like a tourist attraction in itself.
Well, MTV ruins everything, so I'm not surprised.
It was bad. Like like all of us that really hung out there were pissed when that show came out because we knew it was going to happen.
So, have either of you guys ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Of course. Yes.
Did you say no? No?
Yeah.
How do you not? Check your mic. It's so good. It's such a good show. It's a weird show.
I like the actors in it. It's just I could never get into it.
It's funny, like
Danny DeVito.
Danny freaking DeVito. But Danny DeVito, I think he only came into like season 2. I think season 1 he wasn't in it. I don't think.
Really?
Matter of fact, I think he saved the show technically.
Right. Probably. I mean, again, you could put a big name actor. He hasn't been around, but people know him. Yeah, people. He's in. You know.
That's one of those faces that when you see him, you go, I know him. I know that guy.
Danny DeVito.
I know that guy.
Penguin. Yep.
So
I don't have Mike.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's funny. Like I actually got into that show pretty late actually. I think it was in like its 5th or 6th season before I even found out it was on TV. And like I watched all of it. Now I will say, so did either of you watch Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I tried.
I still have to finish it. Don't say.
I never watched it. I don't know what happens. They all die. I don't know.
Walter White. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've been wanting to start to watch the show, but it's like I always lose the motivation. I either fall asleep or I get caught up watching something else.
No, I will.
I never.
You know what? So I gotta watch that and Orville. I'm
Orville, I'm telling you, if you start with episode 1 of Orville, you'll get. I will say though, it's an hour though.
I forgot about that.
It's an hour. It's a long show. Like
an hour long episode.
An hour. Yeah. But I will say, like, when you start watching, you're like, wow, it's pretty good. Yeah. You know, the storytelling good, the comedy's pretty good. It's really good.
Bad is just they made this iconic character. You see his face on some memes now too. It just, dude, badass. Science.
I never got into it. I don't know why. I never did. I never got into The Simpsons really.
Zombies, like you just don't. Some stuff doesn't. People like the end of the world stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
like when it comes to like The Walking Dead, I think the problem that killed me with Walking Dead.
I see you.
So the problem, while he fixes his technical difficulties, the problem I had with The Walking Dead was I started in the season where basically they're on a farm and it's a very slow season, and even the people who watch the show know it as a pretty slow season, and it's just
slow.
Basically, and like there's a lot of storytelling, but it wasn't like it. There wasn't enough action to like pull me in, so I was like,
to keep you there.
It's kind of boring, and I never got into it.
Never, and
I also never got into The Simpsons.
Again, that was one of those things that my parents would put on to keep us quiet during dinner.
Well, see I just never I couldn't do it. Now I love the movie, The Simpsons movie. I loved it. Greg had trouble on the ride at Universal Studios.
Fuck that ride. Fuck that. I mean, screw that ride. Screw that ride.
Oh my god. Then that face frozen. Perfect. You gotta keep that.
That's what he looked like. It was the funny. He came out the ride. He was so
Let my
sick.
internet catch up. Hang on. No, I'll tell the story. Let my internet catch up. Hang on. We go up in the freaking cart thingy into the damn, and I'm just like, this is just gonna be bad. This is it's so bad.
Oh my! You know it's funny. You're glitching out, and it makes the story 1,000 times better. It's so funny.
Oh my God!
You're like, let me tell the story. That's not right.
Oh my God!
Like it goes up.
It's screw this.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. And he's just gone.
He's like, fine.
That's it. I quit.
don't want to tell the story. Boo. Oh my God. I'll let him tell that when he ever gets back. That was so funny. Oh my God.
ISP right there.
Dude, oh my God. And it was hilarious.
Right. Universal, you said, has a Simpson?
A Universal. Well, they did. I think they've changed it since then. Since me, him, and a couple of people were there.
Yeah.
But it was a Simpsons, basically like a not a VR ride. I can't remember what they're called. But basically, you get in the cart, and the cart like rocks, but you don't actually move. Like you stay still, and the screen like moves, and it makes you feel like you're riding it. He got so sick riding that ride, and
he never got sick on any other types of rides.
Not when we were there, but like he got so sick on that ride. And it was
hey, let me tell the story.
He's back.
Have at it.
All right.
So
someone unplugged their rotor and plugged it back in.
No, I had to plug in the LAN cable because my wire. I'm too far away from the router. But we go up into the freaking room, and but go up, and it's just, I didn't think it was gonna be completely surrounded by freaking movie screens and this god awful special effects, but it's just, you start going up, and you go down the little fucking roller coaster, and I'm just like, ha, 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 and meanwhile, him and Voldemort and her friend are sitting next to me. He looks down and he goes, Greg, you okay? And I look up and go, No, I'm not okay.
Because like it's like a double tiered ride, and he's like down below me, so I can see everything, and I can hear it. It's like, so funny.
God, my best friend's gonna die.
Yeah, I was like, it's funny because
I have my head down.
Sure did.
And like, I'm just like, oh,
in the middle of the ride.
And I'm like, and I get out. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done for the day. We're going back, or I'm gonna sit on the seat for like the next 3 hours. I'm done.
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 Like he walks out and like beelines for the trash can and the bench that's like 12 feet from the door. It was and he was just like, I was like, you want to go on more rides? He was like,
no,
give me a minute.
Road goes bad. Bad. So
when
bad.
I'm done seeing my stomach, maybe we'll talk.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm 80% sure I got you on the Hulk after that though. Like, but I mean, it was like
I had no problem. Like
an hour and a half later.
Well, after that, I was fine on the regular roller coaster. I just couldn't do the friggin' 3D crap.
Well,
the Spider-Man ride made me sick too because I can't do the whole spinning around and trying to shoot crap.
Yeah.
I'm okay now on a roller coaster. But sorry, whatever out there. Fuck 3D roller coasters.
So, all right, were you on the Spider-Man when it broke down with us on it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because then all the lights turned on and there's like bars and crap everywhere. I was telling Corbin about it. So basically, like the part where Spider-Man comes and lands on your thing, and he's like, "I need you to help me," or whatever he says, and we're like, "No, we don't want to, because whatever." And like Yeah, he's like standing there. He like swoops down and he's just like and he's like disappears. And like the ride like stops and like the lights kick on and like sorry for the malfunction. You're gonna continue on to the ride. And basically we rode through the whole thing with the lights on, but they still had like the effects going on. And with the lights on, of course they didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So it looked terrible. And like you don't realize how close you are to the stuff that's flying by you at 60 miles an hour until all the freaking floodlights are on and you're like, I don't want to die on this ride.
Remember how god awful that freaking Men in Black ride was?
Oh, are you talking about the one where you had to shoot the lasers?
Yeah, and none of the lasers worked.
No, mine worked. It was just
nothing worked. Nothing worked on the whole, except for this little bastard's gun. Nobody else's gun worked. Nobody's. You would shoot it, and you could shoot it, but your laser would somehow end up over there.
Dude, okay, so if I pointed it straight, my beam would go over here. So I just aimed everything that far to the left. It was like, I'm the only one that racked up points. Because you like rack up points for your cart. And I'm like, come on, guys.
And her friend, and I think Brian too. We all just like sat back in the chair and was like, shoot it, we don't care.
Whatever, man.
Whatever. No.
So that oh my god. I wish I want to like save your explanation of your problem with the 3D ride the first time when you started glitching out, because that was the funniest thing. Like you're like, have you?
That's basically what my brain felt like on that damn ride. It was,
No, I think you need to save that. That was awesome.
Oh,
we were pissing our pants watching you just freeze right
just dying. Like, and then of course you're like, raw at the very end, and then you walk off screen.
Yeah, we just see your face like this.
Yeah, all I heard was you
so angry and then leave.
I guess talking about the ride made him sick or some shit. And I'm like, hey, screw you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
So I got one more question for you guys before we roll out. If you could make your life for one day, just one day, and you got to put yourself in a TV show as yourself, but playing a particular character, what show would you pick?
Star Trek. Voyager.
Why?
I want to try to bang 7 of 9.
That's a terrible reason.
No, it's not.
That's a terrible reason.
Look her up. Look her up.
It's a terrible. I'd be like, because I want to be in space. No, I'll be a horn dog.
No, wait a minute. I would be my own character, not replacing a character.
So, like, you would take over the character.
So,
like, you would be you. So it'd be like Corbin in whatever. Somebody. Yeah, but you would be that character, but you, and like you can kind of make your own decisions about whatever's happening.
Again, like I know I keep going back to it, but like the one I think I'd have the most fun in, and like with everything that was going on, and we are aware of we're in that show, right? Like
yeah. Like The
Office. I'd take over Jim's spot easily.
See this
yeah.
No, I know. I keep going back to it, but I would definitely be in The Office because that dude, I would have so much fun messing around with, like, it'd be that stuff they got into, man. I could see myself killing it in that.
I would pick Family Guy. I'd pick Peter.
But man, we're already starting to look like Peter.
I know, but like, if I could, basically everything he does in his life, there's no consequences.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever.
I'd like to get into a fight with a chicken and fall 30,000 feet and live.
And have like a 10-minute fight with it.
Gave me bad coupons.
Yeah, I'd pick.
No, wasn't there one where Peter gave him one bad look and it just started?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The chicken fight.
Dude, it was like 3 seasons in a row where it was just in the middle of an episode, Peter would be walking, and all of a sudden the chicken would just come out of nowhere and they start fighting.
Yeah.
The chicken fight. See, I mean, I could see what you're saying, like no consequences, but there's also so much disappointment placed onto you. Like they make you feel like crap when you do something wrong. Yeah, so there's consequences. They beat you down, calling you fat and stupid.
Yeah, but that's what they do now.
Yeah, I live that every day at work.
I don't got
that episode where it goes, remember the time I made a homemade catapult?
No, Jackass. You're gonna replay the Jackass.
Oh my god! So
felt like that today. Your spine coming up a couple notches.
Oh yeah, like when I got off the turnback or quick round or.
But your spine was compressed.
I was like 4 inches shorter. It was like when I hit it was like.
So just like
I have no neck.
It's basically like it rattled my spine to where I was like, I'm pretty sure I can walk still. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I mean spinal bifida.
It's funny. The last time we went on it, when we went into the first bank, it opens up and like it's probably like 70 feet from the tower. I screamed as loud as I could in the highest pitch I could get, and Corbin's wife and his sister were up on the tower, and they said they could hear me because I was going to scream as loud as I could.
Kind of like when you saw the horde or the zombie kid come out of the garage door.
Yeah, but that was like I got legitimately scared there. We talked about going to Hollow Scream at Busch Gardens, and I was like, yeah, but I can't do any of the scary stuff.
That we'd have to record. That would be awesome.
Oh, it'd get a bajillion views watching a 6'4", 300-pound dude scream like a freaking 10-year-old.
Like that stuff. I go for the entertainment. You know when
all I'm hearing is how you're gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I need viewers.
He's doing it. Oh no, you don't even care about the viewers. You're doing it.
Yeah.
I can't.
We'll stream it on Facebook.
I can't. I will die.
What people do when I'm at those type of places, they put me up front because I'll sit there and the people try and go scare me and I just start laughing so they know there's somebody there. I'd be like, hey, you look funny, and I just keep walking, so they would just hide behind me. I'm like, this doesn't do it for me, but it's funny. I think it's funny. I don't get scared.
Like how what's it called, Hunt Hut Club in Virginia Beach.
Club?
Yeah. Like remember back when they had the little container full of the inflated crap, and it feel like you were walking through a dry vagina.
Yeah, I remember that. I
remember Toslo
said that.
It was Toslo. He was like, he was pissing off everybody that worked there. They're like, "Come on, man, we're trying." It's like, okay, we're inside of a giant container with inflatable crap on the walls. We're walking through a dry vagina.
Now, were you there the one time when the dude from the church was standing outside yelling at everyone who was there, saying they're all going to hell?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then we went like they had. What's that?
That was probably part of the attraction.
No, dude, it was okay. So
he got arrested.
Like we were sitting there, and he had this giant sign that had like some like Bible verses on it, and like he's like, "You're all going to hell," and people are just like, "F you, buddy!" Like, and it's like. Oh my god, it was funny.
See ya.
I was like, "Hey, you want to come with? Come on, I'll buy your ticket."
No, but it was hilarious because like he was on the sidewalk so he could technically legally protest them, but there was a walkthrough like exhibit that was like literally feet from him,
right?
And like that guy had so much like grit to basically get crapped on for like 2 straight hours by every single person in that line, because everyone who went by was like, "You're a joke, buddy," and just keep moving. Like, "Your God's not real," and the guy's just like, "You're going to hell." It was the funniest thing. Oh my god, I remember that, dude.
We haven't gotten to that since. Remember that one year we went up there and they were like, "How much to get in?" $24. We're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, like $24, like dollars, like actual money.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, I got Monopoly money because that's about how much this place is worth. But
we're bringing him. We're bringing him. You should come, Greg, because it's gonna be funny. He'll leave. Yeah. We're bringing. We have a couple bag ladies to hold the stuff, and then I'm bringing. He's going in there, but I'm gonna make him go first, and I'm just gonna laugh my butt off in the back.
You better have a camera because it's gonna be.
I'll totally down for that. Just let me know what weekend. I'll make sure I'm off.
Yeah, it was sometime around Hollywood. Why would you say Hollywood? Halloween.
Oh, you're
Halloween. Yeah, no, we're doing that. We're doing that. That's funny. I'm excited, even more excited for that.
Oh my! Like,
look at him. Look at his face.
I'm not stoked about this at all. I'm like trying to find every way to get out of it.
I can't get out of it.
Oh my god! I was like, I just don't wanna. Like, no, but I know.
I can't see how a grown man can get scared in those things. You know nothing's gonna kill you.
But they could. I've seen movies. It happens.
I could kill you, and I'm not even in your house right now.
Yeah, but it's
Or
all
is
right
he?
though because
Or is he?
you don't have a chainsaw
Or
on
does he?
your persons right now. It's like,
No, but I'm serious. Like that's how I walk. Just like I go into those rides again. It goes back to what the only thing that's ever scared me in life is that dang vantage point. Nothing else. Everything
so
else.
okay. So you
Yeah.
say that, but what do you have any silly fears? Any fears that people would go like,
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I have tattoos. No problem with tattoos. Needles. Hell no. Hell no. Hey Corbin, go bungee
well, you
jump.
have tattoos.
Go bungee jumping, and then do vantage point a million times. Get a flu shot. Bungee jump me now.
But
I mean, I'll get the shots. I've donated plasma. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like I'm
it's
gonna.
not like woo needles.
I can't even watch people get shots. It just gets me. But tattoos, no problem. No problem.
That's so weird.
It's a different situation. You don't feel the needle like going in and out of your skin. You feel scratching.
No, I don't know.
feel
That's
like-
why I couldn't get a tattoo because I have very low patience. I have very high pain tolerance.
I have
just
my
that-
back. I was telling
12
him
hours.
it took, 12 hour, 2 6-hour sessions. Just laying there.
Out your freaking mind.
If I can last a 12-hour drive down to Florida with him, then I think I could get a tattoo.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna ask you the same question in a second about the silly fears. But do you remember when we were playing the like license plate game or whatever, and I slapped the holy hell out of you?
And the only reason why I didn't slap you back is you were driving.
No, you didn't slap me back and you missed.
I'm
Remember you
glad, because if I hit you hard, you just went. I was like,
I really did. I hit him like Tyson. It was bad. I didn't mean to. It was just like I was driving. I was like, ha! And like I made full contact. And I'm like, and I had to look up. And like I was driving. I was like, boom. Uh-oh.
Yeah. He was like, oh.
He made the.
Because I was like, I am driving. Remember?
Yeah, he kept saying that. He's like, remember, don't hit me too hard. I'm like,
like he went to hit, and like it like he.
My equilibrium, like, my vision was blurry from the damn slap.
Like he went to hit me, and basically he was just like brush, and I'm like counts, that counts, you missed, it's on you, and like I was like
I could slap him really hard and possibly kill all 6 of us, or
yeah, I was like because we're in your mom's van.
So silly fear for me is needles.
It's so funny because like to me that sounds like a totally reasonable fear of needles. But what makes it absolutely ridiculous or silly ridiculous is that you have tattoos, and that the tattoos don't bother you. And I'm like, how does that like to me that
I
is
want to get this all covered right here, man. My whole shoulder and everything.
I'm
get
like,
more
no.
rolls.
Nope.
Shoot.
What's your silly fear?
I'm trying to think. I mean, like, even though I've never done it, I don't think I could ever actually do it. Is the fact that I work on the subs, I don't think I could ever go on a sub underwater. I would be scared shitless.
I don't think
you're in a submarine, so you're in a vehicle way down deep, so you can't go outside with a nuclear reactor strapped to your butt.
Yeah, and if something happens, you're screwed.
And it's
There's
funny
no escape pod.
I do feel
they have escape pods.
Funny that he's afraid to go into the water in a thing that he helped build.
Shut up.
No, but that fear is totally honest because I would be terrified to go under the water. Because I'm like, well, on a boat, if it starts
to happen on any of the boats, but what if it did?
Well, but that's the thing is, like
except
on a boat.
The last time something happened was a Thresher back in like 1960 something.
Yeah, but didn't like explode?
Yeah, it got a leak during the testing phase of the boat. It got a leak and it was like 400 feet. And you can literally they play a sound for us during our training. You can hear like the sound bite of the sub being crushed.
Oh hell no! Hell no!
And I'm like
people get in that? Are you insane?
This thing's really good, but you could not pay me enough to go down in this mother effer.
I couldn't do it.
No.
Not a chance. Like, because if a boat starts to sink,
Like,
jump off it.
again,
You can swim.
That stuff, I don't know, man. That doesn't bug me. See, for me, it's like, again, like the needle thing. I will go get a shot. Nothing scares me so much that I won't go do it. We were talking about friggin' bugs at the park, and he was freaking out over.
Are you scared to
He'll
get
kill
a
ladybug. This person over here will kill a friggin' ladybug. Who kills ladybugs?
This
I'm
guy.
surprised you didn't.
You're going to hell. That guy at Hunt Club is right. You're going to hell.
I knew that. I knew that way before he told me that.
And every ladybug that you killed is going to be there, and they're just going to all crawl inside you and lay their eggs, and you're going to explode with ladybugs.
And
it's going to be beautiful and horrifying at the same time.
The ladybug thing, he's like, they can bite you. And I'm like, everything can bite you. He's like, no, watch. And he shows me a picture of a ladybug bite. He's like, proof, there you go. And I'm like, I don't care. But like that's just, I hate people who make up fears and they just go, well, this could happen. I'm like, anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. Which means everything is scary.
So then why even go out of your bed? Oh, wait, your bed could kill you.
It could. It's very possible. I've seen movies. It eats people.
Exactly. So it's like for me, it's like that type of stuff just doesn't get. Like, if you're gonna kick the bucket, you're gonna kick the bucket.
Yeah.
Done.
All right.
But if I prevent myself from going down in a freaking encased freaking boat,
you will
possibly implode. I'm not gonna freaking do it.
What if there was a zombie apocalypse on the surface?
I'm going to damn aircraft carrier.
What if they're gone?
I'm getting me a damn boat. I'm getting me a freaking pedal boat. I'm not going in the sub.
I'm gonna get a freaking dinghy.
Yeah.
Stand up paddleboard. It's fine.
Out to the middle of the damn river. Like either you get bitten by a zombie or get on the sub.
Zombie.
I choose.
Guess what? If it's The Walking Dead, then if you die on the sub, then you're really screwed. Then they all turn, and then you're stuck in a damn submarine going, well, shit. But here I am, 800 feet underwater. I could jump off, but guess what? I'm in a freaking submarine.
I can't find.
I'm with you on that one. I don't know. That. I'm not a fan.
Go to an aircraft carrier and zombie apocalypse freaks out. You can isolate those sons of bitches in that effort.
No, nah. I would say my silliest fear is I don't like touching fish. Like when I go fishing, I refuse to touch a fish.
How do you unhook it?
With the gloves.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, but I won't touch. Remember, friends. I won't touch a fish with my bare hands.
Will you touch the worm?
Yes.
Please not. I don't want to talk, dude. I've just started really getting back into fishing, and I feel so evil using live bait now. I guess I grew a soul. When I was a kid, go fishing, no problem. Now, those poor worms.
Tell you what. Next time we're all gonna go fishing, and to pay you back for the van, I'm gonna slap you in the face with a trout.
Well, first you gotta catch a trout.
I knew he was gonna say it.
I will. I'll do it.
Hey, I'll take that if you actually catch one. I'll take a fish in the face. You ain't gonna catch it.
Because guess what? Then I get my payback, and you'll have touched a fish with your face.
Yeah, but see, I just I can't do it. I can't touch fish. Yeah. Like I like even when I'm cooking fish, I don't touch it. I can't touch it.
Greg,
how
are you with spiders?
Screw that.
You don't like spiders?
Nope.
That's right.
Nope.
Don't kill them. I don't want to.
I don't kill them.
Do you like pick them up and bring them outside or whatever?
Yeah, with the bottom of my foot or like a.
I don't kill him. I just.
I mean, I just hurt him really badly. No, if he's crawling on my bed or me, then yeah. But if he's crawling on like my ceiling, because I just had one crawling on my ceiling the other day, I got a piece of paper and I carried his ass outside.
It's gonna get you.
All right, so you're like halfway in between me and Roman. See, on me, I will get him off as quick as I can, but then I would take him outside.
As long as you take you to dinner first.
I've always had the superstition, and it's never failed me, is you don't kill a spider in your domicile wherever you're at. Like if you're office building or whatever, you kill it, it's bad luck for you. If it's outside or if it's by accident, oh well. But
I'm sorry, but if I see a black Buddha or a brown recluse in my apartment, he gonna die.
See, I think that's a silly fear. It's like those things. Yeah, you can get bit by a recluse. Don't get me wrong. I know that stuff can happen. But again, you can get bit by a 1-year-old and lose your finger. Right, wrong?
It's a hell of a 1-year-old, but you could. Trust me. What? Yeah,
Dirty ass 1-year-old.
I'm gonna change my silliest fear. My silliest fear is checking my daughter's teeth with my finger. That is
Now
the
she might pull
dumbest
a
thing you
Chucky
could
on your
possibly
ass.
do.
She might pull a Pet Cemetery on you.
Dude,
I play with
like,
Molly, Daddy.
I'm
now
like,
I want to play with you.
No, no, I'm like, let me see your teeth. She shows me your teeth. I like go to like, and she's like, "Huh." Like,
oh, she knows.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. That's when you're like,
she's like, remember that time you wouldn't let me play with your things? Yeah, check my teeth.
I can't talk, but I can plan. I can scheme.
I'm telling you,
After torpedoes fire.
She's getting to the point where like she'll like look at something and you're like no, and she like looks at you and like looks at it like, so I'm not allowed to do that.
No, you.
Well, I gotta go do that now.
Yeah. She looks at you like, I'm right here. You're over there. You're fat. I can get over there before you get to me.
Well, I'm like making her breakfast or something. I'm like, don't climb the stairs. And like she like looks at me, puts her first foot on the stair. I'm like, don't climb those stairs. And she's like, just right up the
stairs. She puts
like,
the one foot like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Going up.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, well I'll block off the stairs. How about now?
And then all he does is, you're adopted, and walks away.
I do that to my dog. Matter of fact, my dog that's right there. Whenever she's acting up, I'm like, you know what? You're adopted. And she's like, like,
I'm pretty sure so does your daughter. She can't really understand what adopted means. She's like, ah!
Yeah, but it's funny. Like, I'm like, but she's so me though.
Oh yeah.
Like, so definitely know she's not adopted because she reminds me it's like all the traits that I have that annoy the crap out of myself.
Yeah.
She has. And I'm like, oh my God, she's me times like 12. Like she'll like, she's like, when she starts yelling at me, she's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, for real? Like you can't even say words now. You're just yelling at me.
Oh man.
Why do I feel so insulted right now?
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, well, blah, 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 blah. And then she like
crying.
rolls her eyes at me. I'm like,
somehow she understands you perfectly.
Apparently I speak pretty good baby gibberish.
Well, we could have told you that.
Oh yeah.
I got a great freeze frame of your face when you were really angry about that 3D ride.
Hey, bro, you're like, wait, remember that time we went to Water Country without him? I remember.
I do. Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Yeah, you better pray I don't go with you next time. I'm gonna push you off that damn roller coaster.
No, because we found out
drown you in that 1 inch of water.
The kids who flipped it got banned for life.
Good. From all parts.
All 3 or 4 of them banned for life from all the parts.
We started talking about, do they have facial recognition software? And we started looking around.
Like, how do they do that? How do they regulate that?
I'm pretty sure if 7-Eleven can afford facial recognition, so can Water Country.
Yeah, but there's so many people there. Are they going to actually do it?
We're like, how would they enforce that? Like, they got a little picture on the wall and like, okay, at every person, I want you to look at the picture and look at them. Every single person.
No, they'll have the face scanned into a computer and then the computer will recognize it.
Yeah,
I may not be able to do it, but it can.
I just don't see it.
That would cost way too much. It's not feasible. Like, I mean, I'm sure if they wanted to, like, actually do it, they could, but I don't see them doing it.
No, because what we talked about was what we kind of envisioned is if they came into the park again and they got in trouble for something and they ran their names and licenses and stuff, because when you're banned, you get a trespass. Right. And when you're trespassed, when that happens, they arrest you for trespassing.
Right.
So if they came back, they have to do something.
It was a CYA. You're banned for life. So if they come in and they do anything again, they're done. You know. But if they come in and they're on their best behavior,
they probably get away with it but we also talked about they couldn't get season passes because you got to give your name and take your picture and all that stuff.
They have me and my wife's picture on file, so we can't even hide there anymore.
No, it was like they know us.
They know us.
They just know me as guest.
Guest number 2.
Yeah.
Number
I'm
2.
daily guest, no refund, no transfer. But
All
still, I
right.
got the cool I can ride whatever ride pass, Greg.
I already cut mine off, man.
I still have all mine because I had to make bottles and do all kinds of stuff and then put up
You need to
lights and
keep the
cameras.
gold one and
I
give
hope
it to
that band cuts off the flow of blood to your hand. You have to remove your hand.
you need to
Well,
save
that's,
dude.
if Action was putting it on, she's trying to cut your freaking arm off with it.
Oh yeah. This is the
Purpose
first
life?
time I've gone to Busch Gardens and Water Country so much in the past couple of just years. Since we got our passes, this is the first time I've ever seen a gold quick cue
Right.
band. I
was
felt
cool.
so badass wearing that. I've never seen gold. I was like,
Bang, bang.
yeah, seriously.
It was
like,
pretty dope.
keeping it.
And now, like, I can't go there without the quick queue pass. Like, there's
I'll do Water Country all damn day. It's just Busch Gardens is what'll get old.
well, see, that's the thing. Like, I can't. Like, I was telling him, I can't ride the roller coasters anymore because of the heart surgery stuff. So, like to me, it's like but there's nothing I would want.
No,
to
you'd be surprised. So I was telling him, like, we're only really like an hour away. We're only really an hour away. It's not that bad. Again, in Jersey, an hour away is normal. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm only 20 minutes from work, be like, you liar. You know, I mean, that doesn't.
You're full,
7
buddy.
minutes.
Yeah, right. So, you know, Ashton and I, we'll just drive up. We're like, you know what? Let's go to Busch Gardens. Let's just go walk around, grab it, and we'll just go. We won't even go on a ride because she
But
hates.
you got season passes though.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you're able to do that and just go and walk there. So yeah, if you get a ticket.
That was the nice thing about having my season pass to Water Country.
What?
That's what was nice about having my season pass to Water Country is that if I just wanted to go, I'd go. Same with Ocean Breeze.
Right, yeah. So that's what we loved about doing the Busch Gardens is that's just a nice place. I mean, hey, the world's or the countries are the world's most beautiful park. I don't know which one they've won year after year after year after year. You know,
Well,
I mean,
I will say there's things that I could go there and enjoy about the park that is no longer what used to make me enjoy it was the rides. Like
now it's people watching.
Now, oh my God, yes. That was people watching today. Like the dude who was definitely like $4 bills easily, but
easy.
he had no shame, no shirt, no nothing, sunburned from head to toe, and about 3 inches of butt crack hanging out the back of his shorts. Yeah,
And
no
like
shame.
he was wearing a sweater.
No shame. Yeah,
There's guys like that in the shipyard.
no shame. I was like, well, if he can do that, I could go shirtless.
And he
Easy.
took his See, I took
I'm
my
like,
shirt
whoop.
off in almost when we got there. I was like, hey man, again, that's a tattoo thing in me though. I'll show that shit off. Ask him. I had 2 people today stop me about it. So,
Yeah, the one lady.
If I had tattoos on my chest and all that kind of stuff, then I'd probably be less likely not to wear a shirt. But I'll be like, whatever. I got tattoos, motherfucker. What are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do?
Because I was gonna initially wear a shirt, not necessarily because like I'm ashamed of my body, but because I didn't want to get the crap burned out of me.
Yeah.
Because every time I always go to any water park like that, I get freaking roasted.
That's
And then I was just
why
like,
I wear a shirt. Yep.
the sun really wasn't out. Like it was cloudy, and I was like, I'm gonna be too freaking hot in this shirt.
I need to tan, man. GTL. So you know.
You can tell laundry.
Gaming tan laundry.
Oh
Jim.
my Jesus.
God.
Our only sunburn is the one from the TV.
That's why okay, so that happened to me when I played a game at your house
I believe it.
for like 6 hours. Like I backed away and my face was
You
hot.
wish it was just 6 hours.
Okay, I was short balling. It might have been like 10.
Yeah.
But
Jesus Christ.
no,
Yeah.
for real.
I went to bed. My mom woke up the following morning. He's right here next to the TV. Roman, have you gone to bed? What's up? Morning.
Didn't even answer. It's like, no, I'm good. Like you've been playing all night? Is it morning? And yeah.
Yes. Morning.
It's like, yeah, the sun's out.
Dude, I was just like
I'm pretty sure it was skate.
My little pony.
I think it was skate.
It was skate.
It was skate. I think it was skate 1.
Yeah.
And I was sitting like an inch and a half away from the
Yeah.
TV.
I came out after waking up and I was like,
Hence why the
what
glasses.
the hell?
I can't remember if I had the glasses, but it's funny because like always.
Why you need them now?
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I needed them then. That's why I sat so freaking close.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny because Greg used to always make fun of me because it was almost like clockwork. If we're sitting in any room for longer than about 10 minutes, I'd make my way to the floor.
Yep. Every single time.
Always. And like sit up against the feet of the couch or the chair or whatever. It's like, what are you doing? I'm like,
the reason why we always, I mean, even I play, if we play Call of Duty, I have to have a screen like the size of my computer screen or like a 26-inch. I cannot play Call of Duty on a big screen. Like I have to be able to. I have to be close to it.
Well, it's funny because like
that way I can see everything going on the screen.
When I'm gaming,
VR crap, then man. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, but he has bad experience with VR.
Well, if he's not getting moved by somebody, I mean, he came up and shook him when he's doing VR really, really fast, then we might get the same experience.
Dude, I know you guys seen the videos of like the people on like the roller coasters, and like they're like, and they just slam the floor because they have the VR goggles on.
Like the grandma.
Yeah, or like the like you got the guy like in the mall like showcasing it, and the guy has it on, and he just eats it in the middle of the mall because he's like they're watching a roller coaster, and like you see him doing this, and then like he starts leaning forward, and he just boom hits the ground.
Probably why if they actually came out with Oasis, I probably wouldn't be able to do it.
From Ready Player One.
Yeah,
love that.
Suck.
Such a good movie.
Which would suck. I'd be so disappointed. I'd still do it. I'd be like, I don't care. I'll throw up afterwards. I'm playing.
Yeah, no, but you like get immersed, man. It's like you.
Dude, Ashton loves that movie.
That
She would be all for it. She'd be
like, what movie I just saw that was freaking amazing?
What?
Shazam.
Oh yeah, he told me he saw that.
He texted me that.
I'm like 50-50 on it, so I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it.
See it.
See, it's funny. Like on all the commercials I've seen for it, I'm like, because that's a DC.
Yeah,
it's DC.
And like, and we've talked about DC in the past a bit, and it's like, I'm always afraid of any DC movie. Yeah, because you're a Marvel guy, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, see, DC, the movies only sucked, and I'm not gonna get too much into this because it's 11 o'clock and I gotta be up for work in 5 hours, but it's because of Zack Snyder that the DC movie sucked.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
Yeah, but I know. It went on a 15-minute rant about it. But
see,
Wonder Woman didn't suck because he didn't direct it. This one and Shazam didn't suck because he had nothing to do with it. It still ties into the DCU universe. It does? Yeah. It's
so
still
they
part
connected.
of it. Yeah, it's connected. I'm not going to tell you how exactly I know, but it's a pretty badass ending.
Does she end up with Wonder Woman?
No.
They would make it. Yeah, like the 13-year-old kid.
He goes, Shazam, it's like, whoop, whoop, boobs. Like, no, you should really watch. Like if we can all get together like next weekend or something. If you haven't seen it by then, I have it on my Google Play account, and we can like put it on the TV or put it on something. We can all watch it. I'll bring my laptop or something.
I got a movie theater.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put that sucker on, dude. It was
simulcast it up to the.
Dude, it was so good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
This weekend, I give myself. I do my own schedule.
Yeah, it's like because he's the boss, and I just got to ask my boss. You know, the wife.
He does sign your paychecks.
Sure does. Stay at home.
I still got to get you 7 days to die too. After I pay rent.
Yeah, pay rent first. I don't need you homeless because then we can't podcast on things. Where's Greg? Some car somewhere.
Hey, but if it can podcast, it's a good story. He's like, where are you?
I'll just be in the Wawa parking lot.
Where are you podcasting from today?
I'm live from Wawa, everybody.
I'm live from the other Starbucks with the free internet.
The other one kicked me out.
No, even better. I'm outside your house.
Yep.
I see
Shouldn't have gave me your Wi-Fi password, Roman.
Yeah, except for we have security that rolls around my neighborhood.
I believe it.
No, they really do. They roll around in a security car.
Dude, we were setting off fireworks like crazy this past 3 nights, man. I saw one cop around. I was sitting there smoking my cigar, and you just see him driving real slow, and I'm just like, yeah, keep driving. I ain't doing it.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Yeah, but no, like
lighting them with my cigar.
But like back to Shazam, like I just whenever I see like it's I'm almost trained now that when I see DC
Yeah.
in like a movie
That's
from
the whole reason why I didn't want to see it at first, and then
I'm so like I expect it to be bad.
But the fact
It's
that
like-
it got like 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, both movie critics and user reviews, I just bought the movie just because, and I watched it. I was like, I'm so glad I bought that movie.
Now I will say,
You got
Really
all
good.
positive. It was
Really good.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
and see that's the thing is, I saw
Got better
the
reviews than Endgame did.
I saw the previews for it.
Oh, but see, nah, don't get me started on the anyway.
We'll talk about that next
Yeah,
time.
next episode.
Because-
We're not getting into that.
No, that's
Well,
that would be a whole thing
I already
itself.
pre-purchased Endgame for when it comes out on July 30th.
Of course you
You
do.
know,
This guy.
no, I did too. Don't
These
get on.
guys.
That sucker will be on that TV the day I get
Yeah.
home from work. I'm like, yep, sitting down. Here we go.
Hey, but it's not just me, bro. I got my wife too. So there's 3 of us. You got to say that.
It's funny because like yeah, I got 3
I
people
got
in my
her.
life that are like, no, we got that. It's like the last movie my wife saw was
Avatar.
I can't, the last movie she saw in theaters. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't think she's actually watched a movie in theaters in probably 4 years, 5 years.
I was gonna say I don't think as long as I've known her since she's been with you, I don't think I've ever heard of y'all going to a movie theater.
I'm trying to think of if there was even. I don't know if we've even been to a movie together.
When's the last time you went to the movies? When he does that look,
I don't know. I do have a question about that. Would you rather watch when you have a movie?
I'd rather watch the
experience-
inside of my eyelid. Save it for the next episode.
No, it's a quick question.
Okay.
Quick question.
Bastard.
It'll be the last question. Last question, and then we're done. All right, and then this will be episode whatever. We'll be done with the episode.
Okay.
Your movie watching experience, and we'll start with Greg, and then we'll go to Corbin, and then I'll answer. Your movie watching experience. Would you rather watch a movie in the theaters or your comforts of your own home? Now, your first viewing, not a rewatch, but a first viewing. Would you rather your first viewing be movie theater or home, and why? Go.
Well, would it count if I were to say if I could actually have the surround sound quality of a movie theater in my home?
No, it's as your home sits. Now it could be like
Depends, but I'd rather if it's a big action movie like Avengers or something like that, movie theater.
now. Is it because of the quality of your watch, or is it the feeling of the theater? Because it sounds like it'd be the quality of watch.
Quality
with
of watch.
The video, the sound, kind of all of that.
Yeah, the whole thing. Because if I could have the whole theater to myself and just watch it, that'd be great.
For
All you do is go see a terrible movie, then you can have that.
Yeah, screw that.
Yes, because I've done that.
for me,
Scooby-Doo like 3. I was like one of 4 people in the movie theater.
what movie?
It's like Scooby-Doo like 3 or 4.
You would.
Yeah.
I went there on a date like in high school.
For me, it does depend heavily on the movie. Again, I'm the movie guy. Like, definitely, like.
Yeah.
But it depends. Like I said, like Endgame, I was there. I was the first showing. I reserved my seats like 2 months in advance.
Yeah.
At the theater. I was, there was no way in HE double hockey sticks. I was watching that. I was seeing that right away.
Yeah.
John Wick, we saw that recently. We weren't there on the first night, but we wanted, John Wick 3.
See,
And we wanted to see it in the theaters. I like that big screen. So kind of what he said is like, it's an experience in
quality
itself.
of the show.
And you get to see it sooner. We have to remember that.
Sure.
It's,
Now, if you take that in consideration where like you have the ability to see the movie opening night, either at your home, at your house, or at the theater, what would you pick?
Then it really does depend on the movie, because John Wick, we probably would have watched it in our house, but Avengers, like, hell no, nope, see in the theater. Like, that was an
see,
instant.
and he'll tell you years ago, like when it comes to movies, I was seeing every damn movie that came out.
Like every week.
Like me and our friend Gummo, the movie came out, we were at the movie theater watching it when I was living in Virginia.
I'm loading that stuff.
Yeah, like I was always at the movie theater when I was like Ricky and Peyton and all them.
I remember that.
Constantly at the movie theaters, but now later on, getting older, it's just like, yeah, I could go see it in the movie theater, but
or I could.
Why?
Not.
Why?
Well, I've noticed that for like I'll Redbox or whenever it comes out on any of the streaming sites, stuff like that, I'll jump on a movie. There's very few movies that I'm like, holy hell, I definitely want to go see that in the theater. Like it just and like if so basically it for you it depend on the movie. Yeah. Or the I guess the type-ish of movie or what movie it is for sort of for both of you guys actually.
Like the Avengers movies all had to be seen in theaters.
See, it's weird though because like I feel like mine's a little slightly unfair because I do have like the actual like 10-foot by 10-foot screen.
Yeah,
like movie theater with the surround sound and all that stuff. Like I have that at my house.
Right.
But if I were to take that like out of the picture and just say like if I was going to watch it like in our bedroom with like the 55-inch or whatever, I would say if I could watch it opening night, I'd watch it at home, like any movie, any one of them.
If I had a ride there, didn't have to pay for the tickets and didn't have to pay for the food, I'll see every movie.
Actually, another thing. Ashton and I also do like that experience of like, it's overpriced stuff, but like the popcorn is so dang good.
Yeah. Especially when you put like 1,000 pounds
Cinema
of butter
Cafe.
on
it. Cinema Cafe has.
Oh, okay.
Pizza.
So
Cinema
I know
Cafe.
a movie I saw last time in theaters. I'm so happy you said that. Was
it with me?
No, it was with Papa Fish, my father-in-law. We saw Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Force Awakens, I believe.
Yeah, see.
At Cinema Cafe.
And I love Cinema Cafe. That's where we went. We would go all the time.
The newer Cinema Cafes.
We did not the IMAX, the Regal. We did the RPX.
Now the Regal, that's the one with the lean back like mechanical chairs, right?
Yeah.
Does yours have that? Because like you have to reserve your seat and like it's a recliner.
Well, also Cinema Cafe in Edinburgh has the reclining seats and all that. Hampsville has the tables, so it's like you got one where you have a little tiny table, like a that you can try and eat a pizza, or you have a table but no reclining chair. Yeah. But for like Avengers, we went to the Regal and MacArthur, and that's where we because that's like an IMAX type thing, but that's what we did.
Cinemark XD over at Chesapeake Square is good too.
Which one?
Cinemark XD.
Huh.
They recently converted that into reserved seating and reclining seats.
See, there's a movie theater that's literally like probably 3 blocks from my house, maybe like a mile at most. It's in Red Mill.
Oh yeah. That one. I hope you have hobo stab insurance.
Well, it's if you go during the daytime, you're fine. If you go at night, you'll die.
Hey, Red Mill is right by you?
Yeah. Yeah. Red Mill Commons.
Yeah, you're about to have my grocery store right up your alley.
I'm okay with that. Because right now we have a lead or a vital. Whatever it's called.
Well, he was making fun of me today.
I was. I really was. Oh my god. It's funny, like I subtly dropped because he's a manager at a up and coming grocery chain from Europe. Take a wild guess, Mr. Shu.
Is it Aldi?
Well, it's partly because I think he told you that like 2 weekends ago when you guys were at my house. Well, maybe.
They're both the same damn store. They're both owned by the same freaking brothers.
No, they're not even.
Oh, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time for this. No, it's funny.
I said it.
It's funny because like I was like we were talking. It was I think we got bottles of water with the cabana that we got, and he said something. I was like,
I said, ooh, they went all expense. They got Dasani. Say what you said.
I was like, yeah, they didn't get that. Well, I was like, no, they didn't get that. Yeah, they didn't get that crappy Aldi water. And he was just like,
after him, I love that.
And I was just like, huh?
Yeah. That was not trying to start a fight. I don't know what is.
Oh my god! But of course, I had like 2 tables and a chair between us, and I was just like, huh? Huh? And it's funny. Like, I think even your mom and dad were like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Dude, it was funny. No, but
all right,
yeah.
Greg, you gotta go to bed. Him and I get off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm off tomorrow.
I'm like technically
He's
off.
off every day.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. I freaking
That's
wish.
why I'm at work during the week, still getting messages. Hey, you want to stream? Hey, I'm editing the stuff right now. It's like,
yeah, because I got a 2-hour nap that I got to fit everything in every day. It's like, so all my fun stuff's literally in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I got to listen to this dude dropping F-bombs going. Our new friend Corbin that we've hung out a couple times at our house.
Captain Aldi.
Captain Aldi.
I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it.
No, it was good. It was good having you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This definitely helped.
Now you get it, and then me and Greg. I said you, like you can see who I'm pointing at.
You and you and you and everybody.
No, it was good. I had fun with this.
That's right. I pointed at my dog and he just looked at me. He was like, "Don't bring me in this."
Oh, I have
don't point at me. Keep my name out your mouth.
I have 3 black cats that are circling you guys right now. I've been keeping them off. Like they want to just walk right behind me, back and forth, looking at the camera like.
Yeah,
my
dog was sitting around the other side, like on the couch, because like my movie the movie theater screen's behind me, and the couches are like all on that side of the computer, and both the dogs were just like laying on the couch, like paws in the air, just like. Oh, great.
Maybe sometime in the future, y'all can have your cats, or you can have your cats, you can have your dogs, and
you're not having a bird.
This bird cage will end up having a bird in it.
Terrible purchase.
No.
Terrible purchase.
No.
No, you got to be ironic. Get a bird cage and put a mouse in it.
Get a bird cage and put a fish in it. It's gonna die. Who cares? Fish suck.
I'll put a fish in the bottom because the bottom's waterproof.
It's floating like 2 inches. Yay!
No, it's like 6
inches. Yay! Yay!
But this
right.
So
thanks for joining, and we'll get back on here and try to make it weekly if we can. Maybe not be this long.
Weekly. I can do this weekly.
Because
it's fun as long as you got good. I mean, again, you got a lot of content. Have fun editing this.
Nope.
We went so many tangents.
I'm okay with it.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it good. Raw dog it, man. Just raw dog it.
I mean, that's basically from what I saw is start with a premise, and then wherever it takes you, you just
ADD for the win. ADD for the win.
And TV shows. We went to Water Country. Fuck you for going to Water Country. TV shows.
Yeah. That's about right.
Simpsons ride.
It was on that one time we went to Universal Studios. It was so terrible. Oh, it was great. No, it was definitely it was much better much better podcast than I've seen.
And I managed to go 90% of the podcast without vaping.
Freaking vape. Yes. We're gonna be like California. We're gonna outlaw it.
Yeah. Or next time you do that, I'm smoking my cigar, and that's really gonna play to the stereotype.
Well, I'm just gonna drink chocolate milk like the real American I am.
Real white boy.
That's true. I love chocolate milk.
Out of a sippy cup.
Well, I mean, what else?
I like that. You gotta wear it. Yeah, you gotta drink out of your daughter's sippy cup. This only
been there, done that. We got almond milk. She didn't want anything for us. I just drank the rest of it. There's something there. It's not good.
That's not delicious.
Almond milk tastes terrible.
Like
it was technically it was vanilla almond milk with sugar. Like it was the sweet version. So it wasn't too bad, but definitely I need like.
Was it Aldi brand?
No, much better brand. It was the Lidl's.
I don't know.
He doesn't shop at Aldi. He doesn't even go.
I haven't been to either. I haven't been either.
He passed by mine. He was like, "Is that yours?"
I live in Newport News, dude. Like, friggin' Newport News can't afford an Aldi or a Lidl.
Ha!
I have an Aldi out there.
Okay, so we'll talk about
it's like 5 miles
cast
road, actually.
about because I had many questions about Aldi's when he was at the house I think it was last weekend. You guys were over here last weekend, right?
Yep.
Like Saturday, Sundays. I think it was.
Yeah, we can see her the other day.
We'll try to do this every week if we can. If not, every other week.
I can definitely do this every week.
And we'll get back to you.
Perfect.